Hello, happy Vlogtober day 10. We are 1/3 through Vlogtober and I have made it to another Starbucks. Part of this journey of traveling to different visits around school is I just find the closest Starbucks because I know they have reliable Wi-Fi so I can get things done. I am starting off my day rather early. I got up around 5, I did a quick HIIT workout in our family room and then headed down to San Jose for my first visit, which will begin at 7:45. So I ate my bagel dog along the way that my mom had gotten me and listened to my tales, which is the podcast that I like to listen to. I got through 2 different stories. So that was wonderful because there was lots of traffic, and then I'm just chilling here until it's time for me to head over to the school. And then later I will, after my last visit, which I think ends around 3:30, 3:40 or so, I'll get to go to my sister's house because I'll be staying with her for this week. And I am going to take a pause on my sweater because you'll find out in a little bit about my knitting journey, because technically I filmed some of my knitting yesterday, so I will add that section in just a little bit. But hopefully I have some gaps between my visits today so I can get some knitting done on my smaller projects. Hello. So this is technically Gabs' day 9, but I have time before I have to get going to my visits today for work, and I will have no time tomorrow. So I thought I would just do a quick knitting check-in on some of the projects I have made progress on. So the first I'm very proud of is because also side note, I haven't shown these projects, I think because I keep working on them on the days that aren't my days. So I'm excited about this. I had been dragging my heels on working on my excavation sweater because it was all over color work and I need to sit and focus when I'm doing it. So after, I believe it was Friday night. Did Friday night I pick up knitting? No, Friday night I lost time as well. So Saturday, I made all of this progress on Saturday working on my sweater because I wanted to get it to a good spot for my travels. And so I blitz knit the entire yoke of the excavation sweater. And this is how it looks. So I did a try on, and if I remember, I will put in a picture of me trying it on. It fit, it's a little snug, but I also think that's because I have my 32-inch cable on here and I have a 34-inch bust. So it was having issues with my, just under my armpits here. Sorry, our dog is panting. So it was a little mushy, but I also think this is very stretchy fabric and I'm gonna block it anyways because it's supposed to be more of a fitted sweater. So I was here, it's on my face, when I first picked it up. And so now I have made it through splitting the sleeves, and this has been so fun. So you can see the dinosaur. Hold on, the shadow is weird. I'm having a lot of troubles. Maybe the back would be easier to show. There we go. There's a dinosaur there, the fossil prints. This is the top of a T-Rex skull. And so now I just have to do the rest of the body where it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more that I have to do colorwork sections of the body, but that's still going to be a very cropped sweater. So I will continue after that. And then she did give flexibility where you could if you have favorites, I really like this dinosaur, I really like the other dinosaurs that are in it, I can switch up the repeat if I want to. But it's if you want alternate color placement of your motifs, just skip around to make sure it ends up working out with this. And then the sleeves are also all color work, so that will be a ton of fun. I may just do what she tells me though, just to not confuse myself. So my goal is to do at least 1 stripe on the body. I still have again until November 26th on this test knit, so plenty of time. Plus the beauty of being behind is that everybody else has kind of submitted things that have been like a little bit off. So I have like more of a final version of the pattern, which is awesome. And then I have also made some progress on some of my socks. So these are my October sock swap. So you can see I finished the entire leg, and then I did the heel turn and heel flap, and I believe I'm in the middle of, no, I just finished, that's what this yellow marker is, I just finished the gusset decreases, so then I just have to do the foot and the toe. And this is sock number 1. So I will probably take this with me as I'm doing my visits, because I sometimes have breaks in between. I don't want to bring the whole sweater though, because that's a beast to carry. So I'll bring this with me to get some steady progress on that. I think my sister's almost finished with hers, if not already done. Actually, I'm pretty sure she's already done because she sent me a picture last night, which is fantastic. Go Gabs. And then I also have this other sock that has been my easy vanilla knitting. I have actually started sock tube number 2. So I started the cuff on this because last night I did finish the tube, or tube number 1 of this. And then once sock tube number 2 is done, I will then cut in for the, oops, losing a DPN, cut in for the heels. And then the other project that I'm now finally getting to actually working on at least once a day in October is my blanket that you saw probably earlier in our video for my Vivi. So doing just granny squares. So I need to do, I believe I said 19 more granny squares, which I'll work on these every day. And then hopefully we'll be able to finish the rest of the granny squares by the end of October. Yes, because today is the 9th, and 9 plus 19 is 28. So that gives me a couple of days buffer. And then I have all of November to join that little baby together. So hopefully that works out. But I better get going because I need to work on 1 stripe and 1 granny square before I leave for my visits. This is why you don't blitz your projects and like rush at 9 o'clock at night before you have, you know, an 8 a.m. flight the next morning to get your knitting together, because I am working on my color work and it is a struggle bus because, like I was mentioning when I was trying on, the cable was a little too small, but now the cable is a little too big for the amount of stitches I have around. So it's really hard to, like, without stretching out the sweater, to like shift the stitches around, which for color work, like I'm having a hard time with this. And so I texted my sister to see if I could use her 24-inch cable, because of course I only brought my 32, my 16, and then my like 40 for the MKAL. I know exactly where the 24 inch is sitting in my craft room, and I'm going to be here for 3 weeks. So am I feeling impatient? Am I going to order a cable from Amazon? Probably. So whoopsie, this probably now isn't going to get work though, because it's frustrating me, or it's not frustrating me, it's just like, it's not great, and it's taking longer, I think, than it normally would if, you know, the stitches were like easily, you know, mooshing about. I'm sure there's a technical term for this, but here we are. What's a Vlogtober without at least one of your slip sisters having a fit? So visit of the day. I have gotten absolutely no like fiber knitting crafting things done other than that tiny piece of granny square, but that's okay. We're almost done with the day. I am absolutely exhausted, but I will hopefully pick up some dinner on my way to my sister's. I have one meeting that did pop up on my schedule, and then hopefully a relatively free evening, but of course playing with my nieces is top priority. So I am going to head into this school and use the bathroom, and then we'll be on our way to being done with this fine Vlogtober day 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready, Lottie?
No.
Wave
Feet
at
down
the
if you
camera.
wanna be in it. Put your feet now.
Give us a wave.
Everybody wave.
Gabser. Finally cast on the MKAL.
Animals go vroom.
And we're reading a book for entertainment.
Yes, we're working on evidence-based assumptions, Chaley.
So you have to turn.
Okay,
No,
guys.
I have Pluto.
How come?
What?
I have Pluto.
I don't think so.
I think she does check.